Dubai-based property tech platform PRYPCO has secured pre-Series A funding from U.S. venture capital firm General Catalyst. As sole investor of this bridge round, General Catalyst is making its first proptech investment in the Middle East. Now, the VC firm's other notable investments include Stripe, Deliveroo, and Kayak. PRYPCO is a real estate platform that aims to make property investment, home financing, and residency more accessible. Joining us now is founder and CEO Amira Sajwani. Really good to have you on the show with us. Look, just a one-minute summary. What does PRYPCO do for the audience who are unfamiliar with it?
That's a great question. Our aim is to become a real estate platform that caters to the end-to-end needs of anybody purchasing a real estate property or even transacting a property in Dubai, whether you're a broker, you're an agency, or you're a client. And so our main offerings right now are fractional ownership. We allow ownership into Dubai real estate from 2,000 dirhams. And how we do that is by subdividing the property into many pieces and selling it out. And then we also do home financing. So we do mortgages, and we are partnered with 18 leading banks in the UAE. And we've disbursed more than 10 billion dirhams over the last 2 years. And so we're very strong in mortgages. And then we also do golden visas.
So I want to ask you about fractional ownership because essentially, I mean, we talk a lot on this show about the booming house prices, residential, commercial, everything in Dubai, the UAE more broadly. And yet this concept of fractional ownership is where you can participate in some of the upside, the capital appreciation, the rental yield, income, but you don't actually fully own a property, hence why it's fractional ownership. Why is this concept taking off, do you think?
I think that's a great question. The concept is taking off because everybody wants to be exposed to Dubai's market. Dubai's market's doing phenomenally well. The rental yields are amongst the highest globally still till today. The average yields are still, between 6 and 8% net on your investment, as well as the opportunity of capital appreciation, which has been more than 25% in the last couple of years, year on year. And so people are very excited about the market. And of course, like any other market in the world, there's a barrier of a minimum price to enter into purchasing into the real estate market. And so fractional ownership breaks down that barrier. It allows for people to enter from, a very small ticket and have that exposure to both the rental yield as well as the capital appreciation.
But does it not raise the risk of what's happening in Dubai moving into speculative territory? Because you have people punting on their house prices.
That's a great question. Actually, fractional ownership reduces that risk because with fractional ownership, what you're purchasing is upfront. I think with speculative, when speculators come to the market, they look to buy something and flip it over time and take a payment plan or take leverage against it. With fractional ownership, actually, it's a pure investment. There's no leverage against that investment. And so the risk is actually much lower. It's a good yielding product. And so you get that dividend as well monthly or annually or quarterly according to whatever is the setup for that property.
Yeah, and you took this concept of fractional ownership and took it to the digital format, a tokenization, very interesting event that you had in the summer. Essentially, you sold a tokenized villa in under 5 minutes, attracting more than 224 investors from over 40 nationalities. Is this a template that you think is going to take off, people buying into tokens in digital format?
I think tokenization, a lot of people ask what is tokenization. Tokenization is just digitizing the entire process of allowing any asset, and in this case real estate, to be broken down into many different classes or many different smaller shares. And so tokenization makes the process a lot more efficient and a lot quicker. And it was a phenomenal experience. We were partnered strategically with the Dubai Land Department for the pilot program. And so it really took off. There was a large appetite for it. And so fractional ownership really is something that people are looking into because, today people who are even working and putting away savings, they want to be able to put a monthly amount into something that yields them as an investment. And so it's a great option today.
So let's talk about the other main news, which is that the General Catalyst, which is the global VC firm, has investors putting in money into your company. First of all, can you give us any details on valuation at this point?
So we haven't disclosed the valuation, but it's been a very good strategic partnership. We are their first proptech investment into the region, and they've done very few other investments as well. So it's a really strong signal for us on our stability and growth and where they're looking to the region going, as well as us as a company. And so we're very excited. We've just onboarded them over the summer as strategic partners with this investment, and we're really going to double down on our products and heavily focus on growth.
Where are you going to deploy capital?
That's a great question. capital is going to be deployed to solidify where we are today, as well as grow across both mortgages and fractional ownership. We're really looking at the market that has a lot more breadth than we're currently capturing, not just us, but as a full ecosystem. And, His Highness as well over the summer has announced the proptech hub, that they want to take that 5x by 2030 and go up to about a up to a $5 billion market. And so that's phenomenal. Dubai is really focused on growth across the sectors, and we're excited to be part of it.
Thank you so much, Amira Sajwani, founder and CEO of PRYPCO, on our show.